Hello and welcome to the Tigre.pup channel. If you would like to see how I created this look, then please keep watching. Okay, here is where we're starting off. Liam needs a haircut. Here is my parting section, so you can take a look at how I sectioned off the hair. Right here I'm starting off with a razor. I'm not too comfortable with this particular type of razor, so you won't see me using it that often. But I'm just establishing my guideline as far as like the length of how long I want the hair to be. Now working in this nape area, I'm going to angle it for graduation. Take a look at that right quick. It hugs the head really nicely and it looks visually appealing. So usually when you have short haircuts, this is what you're probably going to do. More than likely going to do. Usually when you have short haircuts, this is most likely what type of cut you're going to do. Now I'm just completing the other side. Speaking of which, I'm only going to show one side of the haircut. Just checking for balance on both sides and adjust accordingly. Okay, right here I'm going to take cake sectioning parts of the head, because you can't really see with the angle of the camera right now, but it's pretty much like you're cutting a cake, like little triangular sections, and work my way over into the other side. Section was a little bit too large, so I just divided it into two to make it a little bit easier and work the top a little later. Not sure if you can see what I'm doing with the razor, but I'm not exactly cutting it right at the very end, I slide my fingers a little bit further down, and the hair on the previously cut section, it actually clings to the hair that I'm sectioning, and then I cut it like that. Now right here I'm just going along the sides to blend it more with the first previously cut section at the very nape. Right here I'm just changing over into scissors because it's a little bit easier than to use the razor at that angle for me. Alright, now that I've gotten a little bit higher, I'm gonna just go ahead and cut that angular diagonal section out and just kind of go straight horizontal. So I'm just kind of checking the ends and making sure that everything's nice and well blended and that my angling is correct. Alright, now moving on to the second portion of that section, I'm going to lift everything straight out and horizontally cut it. I'm using the razor because I want the ends kind of tapered. Liam's hair is pretty thick and relatively straight, and I want it to look well blended instead of looking like a bunch of lines in his head, so that's what I'm doing. I'm also angling everything going back because I just want to get that guideline of how short everything is going to be, and I'm going to go back and fix that in a second as soon as I get the side of the head. Okay, I'm bringing everything back just like I said before. That section was a little bit too big. I couldn't see my guideline, so I'm going to go back and resection it and trim it accordingly. Okay, now I'm going to use the nape section to help guide me of how short to make the sides. So you can see here I'm using the shortest piece at the nape, and I'm gradually bringing it up to the side section so I can know how short it should be in order for it to be well blended. And I'm just going to work my way to the front. Okay, right here, I'm just going to do a little bit of layering. Just going to flip everything going backwards because I want it to wing away from his face. So I'm still point cutting, and I'm just kind of like directing the hair going back. Just doing a little bit more here. I felt it needed a little bit more layering because it was still looking kind of blunt. Here's the completed look on either side. And if you ask me, it looks kind of like a berry, a strawberry to be exact. I don't know if you can see it, but now we're on to the top. In order for me to make this a top knot, Liam's hair isn't quite as long. So right now I'm just going to kind of like texture the ends. I'm not going to really do a serious cutting. So I'm just going to point cut the ends, trying not to take too much off because I want to be able to still be able to put his hair into a ponytail. I'm going to continue to the top, just kind of point cutting it to get the ends a little bit more tapered and not so heavy looking, just the very tips. I'm going to work my way to the front to match one side with the other side. I'm coming up right through the middle. This hair is a little bit difficult to comb, and I haven't even did a chemical service on his hair, so And I'm going to work my way to the sides of the hair along the top. So I'm just going to point cut the very ends to get it a nice blended cut. And work my way from one side to the other side. This beard is in the way, so I'm just going to clip that section out of the way. Just showing you, I'm going to connect the dots. Alright, so I'm going to go in with the thinnest shears and taper the ends so they won't look too bulky. And I'm going to do it the same way that I did the point cutting with the shears. Same sectioning and everything. I'm even going to do it along the back and the sides. I'm going to blow dry the hair, round brush the hair to a nice smooth finish, and flat iron the hair for our first look. Gonna add a little hairspray for the second look, for the top knot look, because the front it didn't go all the way into the ponytail, so I had to make it work. A little hairspray to get those flyaways, and there you have it, the finished look. Don't forget to like, comment, rate, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.